So the first thing I'm doing, as always, is applying a base all over the lid and anywhere that I'm going to be adding shadow, and then I'm setting it in place with a powder. And because we're using bright colours today, you could start off with a white base instead, and that would make the colours pop even more. Now I'm taking my Essence Felt Tip Eyeliner pen and I'm mapping out the shape of my wing. I'm doing this now because I'm going for a cut crease look today, and having the tail of the wing there in particular proves very useful at this stage. It's just going to give me a point to blend my shadows in from. I'm using the Sleek Ultra Matte V2 palette today. It's been a favourite of mine for years. I've just picked up some of this white eyeshadow on a dense brush and I'm packing the colour underneath the brow. Once I'm happy with the colour payoff, then I'm taking a fluffy blending brush and I'm just sweeping the brush along the edge of that white only to fade it out. And this will keep the intensity under the brow where I want it, but it stops it looking too harsh. Now I'm taking this shade here and I'm adding it into the crease as my transition shade, and it won't really be seen in the final look, but it'll just help the shades to come blend and transition more smoothly into one another. This applies for at any stage of the look, but I'm just showing you now. If you've blended your shadow up too high, you can pick up some more of your highlight shade and use it as an eraser to pull the shadow back down. And I also find this useful if you have a harsh edge that you need to blend out as well. Next, I'm going in with this gorgeous green on my fluffy blending brush and I'm adding this into the crease too. So I've picked up a little on my brush to start off with, and I'm mainly using circular motions at this point to lay the colour down in the crease. I've gone in with a little more green now and I'm repeating the process, so circular motions to buff the colour into the crease. And the less product I have on my brush, the higher I raise my brush in the crease, if that makes sense. You want the colour to fade gradually upwards into that white. For the final time now, I'm adding a touch more green in the crease, and you can just see now how vibrant that green is. I always like to take my time building up the intensity, and that way you can't really go wrong. I'm taking some brown next, and if you're having trouble applying your shadow in the crease, I find tilting your head back helps a lot, and looking down into a mirror too. Now mine was in front of me, but if you combine those two things, it really does help with application. Next, I'm going in with some black and I'm adding this into the deepest part of the crease. Same rule as with the green, I'm taking a small amount of black on my brush at a time and building up that intensity. Up until this point, I haven't been too precise with my crease work. I've just been blending and having a field day without worrying about shadows smearing onto the lid, and that's because I'm going to go in with some concealer now and clean it up. So this is the kind of lazy way out, just get the shadow on there any which way and then clean it up afterwards, but it does work. So I'm taking a C-shaped brush because I find it works best for this step. I'm pressing it along the crease and pulling my brush downwards onto the lid to sharpen up that crease line and to blend the concealer out at the same time. I'm doing that all the way along the crease, and once I'm happy with how it looks, then I'm setting the concealer in place with a white eyeshadow just to make sure that it doesn't budge. So when I applied the white, I got some kind of fallout up onto the crease, but that's okay because I'm going to go in now with an angled brush and some more black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to press it along that crease line to clean up the white, and it'll also give some extra definition to the eye as well. So once I'm pleased with the depth in the crease, then I'm taking a small precise brush. A pencil brush works great for this step, and I'm just running my brush back and forth to blend that black up into the green. Now that I've finished with the eyeshadow on the lid, I'm going to fill in that winged liner outline with some liquid eyeliner, and then I'm moving on to my favourite part, which is the glitter. Now, I'm an absolute sucker for glitter eyeliner, and I find this is the easiest way to achieve that glitter liner look. I take the Glam Crystals gel eyeliner and I draw over top of my liquid one, and Bob's your uncle. You don't have to worry about adding glue and loose glitter and the hassle that comes with all that. It's really simple and easy to do. Next, I'm adding some nice fluffy lashes because I don't think this look would be complete without false lashes, and then I'm going to move on to the lower lash line. For the lower lash line, I'm beginning by applying a black Kohl pencil to the waterline. This one's my favourite, it's why you'll see me using it a lot. It just lasts all day and it's really affordable. And now I'm going back in with that green and I'm smudging it all the way along the lower lash line with the use of a pencil brush. Then I'm going to pick up some black eyeshadow on an angled brush, and I'm starting out by applying this on top of the pencil on the waterline. And even though the pencil itself is long lasting, I find this just really locks it in place. Now I'm just pressing some of that black into the roots of my lashes as well, and then moving back to my pencil brush, I'm running this along the lower lash line once more, just to make sure that everything is nice and soft and smoky. Because there clearly isn't enough green on the eyes already, I'm going in with this gorgeous pigment from Inglot and I'm applying it around the tear duct just to give an extra pop. I applied it with a pencil brush and now I'm softening the edges with the blending brush. Then to finish off the look, I'm adding a couple of coats of mascara to my top and bottom lashes, and then that's it. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial and found it helpful. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.